we're back. We had a little bit of technical difficulties, but we figured it out, and we're back. So where were we?
We were talking about...
Primo, you wanted to say something. So we were talking about cleanliness and men's.
Yes.
Okay, and men's.
And
men.
Well, I guess it doesn't matter if it's coming from me or not, but as a guy. But
it totally
to me,
is. It matters.
To me, there's a difference between, you're so messy, or, you're so dirty. Like, there's a difference between dirty and messy, isn't there?
I agree.
Like, you can be messy, but not dirty. Yes. Like, what do you guys think?
I think that, what do you consider the difference? What do you consider the difference between a messy person and a dirty person? There's someone that's dirty. For me, it's someone that has no conscience or they're not thinking about how gross they're being.
Yeah.
Someone who's messy, it's like they work all day. I'm not gonna lie, bitch. I'm kind of messy. I'm not dirty. Like, for me, there's like this toxic trait that I have with myself of letting my room get dirty or messy. So on Saturday, I blast my fucking cumbia, and I'm just like, it's like a therapy for me.
Typical paisa.
Sorry, I'm sorry, but it's like a Mexican house cleaning playlist that I have on.
I do have Spotify, a playlist for it.
Mexican house cleaning, and it's a therapy to be able to control the mess in my room and clean it. So I can clean my room, deep clean my room, and I'm talking like fucking cloro, grabbing a little wire brush and cleaning the grout in my tile. That kind of cleaning, right?
Every Saturday?
Every Saturday, bro. Like, porque tengo perros se mean, entonces tengo que limpiar bien, you know? But I was a housekeeper. If you guys don't know this, I was a housekeeper. I cleaned rooms when I was like 16 years old. So I understand what it's like to be clean, deep clean, and all this type of stuff, like really, really clean. But I would say that I'm a messy person because there's a mental health aspect to being able to clean my room and control that mess at the end of the day. Does that make any sense at all?
Yes, it does.
It does.
Definitely
it's therapeutic.
It's therapeutic to be able to clean the mess that I made. It's weird.
I do believe, though, that there is a difference between being dirty and messy. Because I feel like you can be 100%. A mess and be an organized mess, right? But when you're dirty, you're just dirty. You know what I mean? Because I feel like I could be very messy or a mess, but I'm not dirty, which is a difference.
Yeah.
I feel...
I don't think you are dirty at all.
I feel like why you're asking that question, though. I do feel why you're asking that question, though, because I feel like sometimes there are times where I feel like, God, I'm such a mess, but I could never allow myself to be dirty. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yes, it does.
O sea, te lavas la cola, güey. O sea, no dejas que se quede nada, güey.
O sea, I can have a pile of like clothes maybe, or I can have my mails, you know, kind of like disorganized or in a mess for maybe about a week at most. You know, I'm saying like I'm going to extremes,
right? And
feel that I'm just a mess, but I'll still like clean, if that makes sense.
That does make sense.
Do you guys find it therapeutic at all to clean? No?
Christian does.
You don't blast music. You don't blast music.
I have OCD. Music. So for me, it's like cleaning. Antes de que llegan invitados, después de que I could be drunk out of my mind and I will still remember, oh shit, I have to clean.
Yeah.
When my guests leave. Like I just... It sobers me up.
Yeah.
It like si llego estresada del trabajo me pongo a limpiar and it's just like it's something I love to do. I mean, I don't know. It's kind of weird.
Okay.
Y yo la dejo.
Él me he's just watching me
limpie.
just go, you know.
You guys,
babe, ¿que no me puedes ayudar? ¿Para qué? Si lo hago yo, luego ahí tú lo vas a hacer otra vez.
Lo vas a hacer
I think
because it's not good enough. Pues I'll just let you do it. No?
Yeah. I think, and you guys,
yo tranquilo ahí.
We've had conversations, Michelle and I have had conversations about, you know, gender roles and shit like that. I was like, motherfucker, I got papeles blancos. You got papeles verdes. I'll fucking clean, cook for you, all this shit. My brother even proposed to me, like Ricky. My brother Ricky is going to graduate. He's going to be a construction manager. He's going to graduate. He's going to make good money when he gets out. I call him a bastard for it because it's like I have to go and fucking get a law degree.
Fucking bastard.
I have to go and get like my MA, my law degree, all this shit for me to be able to make enough money to support a family. But he's going to graduate with a BA in construction and be able to support a family. So I was like, hey, bro, if we ever live in the city together, which is a very big possibility now, I didn't tell anybody, but I told you guys, but not publicly. But I got into USF, and I'm going to USF, and I'm going to get my master's, and I'm waiting on the JD on the law school. So if I do the MA and the JD, I will do it together and get it together. So I'll have a master's and a Juris Doctor. I'll be an attorney, and I'll have a master's. It's amazing. But anyways, I told him if we ever end up in San Francisco together, I will cook and clean for you. You pay my rent. You pay my rent, pay my gas, pay my rent. I'll be your fucking wife. My brother. I was like, bro, I will cook and I'll clean for you. Not
her brother Ricky.
My brother Ricky. I was like, motherfucker, if I'm gonna have a sugar daddy, I'd rather it be my own brother than a motherfucker that's gonna ask for, for a lot of things from me. Mm-hmm. So it's weird. Maybe you guys think I'm weird, but I'd rather have my brother be my sugar daddy. I will cook. I love cooking.
We think you're weird, but not just for that.
You guys, know how much I love cooking. Yeah. I love cooking, and when I can cook for a lot of people, it brings such a
joy to you,
joy to my heart.
Yeah, I love to cook too, and Christian's typically the one that I cook.
Pues
and
inviten, pues.
Primo, pues.
Tú siempre. Aquí,
Primo, if you invited me to your fucking house more often, I would bring food to your house and cook for you.
¿Qué dijiste?
Dude, your guys' food looks
Entonces invítenme, hijos de la chingada, invítenme.
Es que a veces uno no tiene tiempo de llegar del trabajo and make all these
Prima, you think,
I feel that.
Prima, listen.
You know what I mean?
Prima.
Llego a las 6:30 from work, and I'm just I'm exhausted working with kids.
I feel like no, I know. And I really genuinely feel like you have to set an expectation of it has to be perfect. The house has to be clean. Prima,
I do feel
with
that.
me, yo soy de pinche rancho, prima. I'll fucking show up on dirt. If we have a cast iron skillet, wood, and fire, we're good. We'll make cast iron skillet. We have enough rocks. We'll fucking find a flat rock and make some tortillas on the rock. Literally. You don't have to be fancy for me ever. So I need you to know that, because for me, it's I would love to come cook for you. You guys get home late. It's not easy to get home so late and then have guests over.
And I feel
yo acá invitándome acá. Apuntándome.
¿Qué decir? Pues si no me invitan, pues yo me invito sola.
A mí me vale madre. ¿Qué me van a decir? No me van a correr.
That's true.
I feel like she... Otra vez.
Pinche coaster.
I feel like she puts a lot of pressure on herself, because she's she's I gotta get home and I gotta cook and I gotta this. I get home almost not 2 hours, but an hour and a half before she does. So I'm usually the one, starting dinner and this and that. And she's I'm the one that has to do it. I'm the one. It's no, we're in this together.
But Prima, that's what's been
what I mean?
I feel
we're in this together.
Yes.
I'm more than happy. I like cooking myself. I'll find any excuse to turn on the barbecue.
And not because he's a machista. He's
barbecuing, yes.
He's the greatest guy, honestly. He helps a lot. Yeah. I know I was saying about the chamarras and all that all over, but he does help me a lot. But it's just you say, it's it's been put in our heads that la mujer atiende el marido, la mujer hace esto, y hace el otro, but it's
chinga tu madre, cabrón.
And it is true, because I feel I do most of the cooking, right?
She does. Michelle does. And Christian is really good at cooking. Don't get me wrong. Christian is great.
He's the best at making breakfast. I always be babe, make breakfast. You know what I mean? Because he has the best breakfast. But I do feel that pressure, though. I do feel that you're pressured into oh God, I have to get home and I have to cook and I have to do this and I have to do that. And Christian always does a very good job at you don't have to do this. You don't have to do this. Mm-hmm. Or if he does get home early, he's I know how much I do enjoy cooking, just very much like she does.
I love it.
Every now and then you're just no, I have to cook. And for example, 2 days ago, actually, he got home and I felt or he told me I'm going to be home at this time, but I felt I had to meal prep, because not only do I have to cook for dinner, but I feel like I always have to cook for the day
Lunches,
after, or like maybe a
el
couple
lonche,
days.
todo, yeah.
Exactly,
yeah.
yeah, a couple days ahead.
Putos $15 se acumulan a 30, 40, 50. Y no se puede, prima, patona.
And I had so many things going on, and I know that he had such a long day at work, and I know that he was probably getting home and he was tired, and I felt so bad because like we're doing again the keto diet, and so I was trying to crush the chicharrones because
is he doing it too?
Yeah, he is. So you can't have like breadcrumbs, you know what I mean? And I was crushing the chicharrón, and I threw it in the blender, and it didn't work, and I was like, fuck, you know, I was just having so many like. I had to crush it by hand. Mis deditos, mira.
Sí. Yo agarro una puta piedra de su pinche madre.
It's not as easy. It's not as easy as it sounds.
No, it's not, Michelle.
And
it's not.
I had to do it by hand. And anyway, point is, he got home and I didn't have dinner ready, and I felt so bad. And I just kept apologizing all night. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. And he kept telling me, like, why are you sorry? Like, why are you sorry? Don't be sorry. Like, I think don't have to do this.
I feel like if I had a partner, and I'm going to be so honest, like if I had a partner and like I felt it, I was in your situation, like for me, I wouldn't want my partner to like fucking just like let's like chill. It's okay. Don't worry. Yeah. And for him, he was like, why are you sorry? Comforting you. But for me, it's like, yeah, if I'm acting like that, like, you know, it's really not my fault, but you're tired. I'm tired.
Yeah.
You worked a full day. He worked a full day. We're both tired. Mm-hmm. I love cooking. You know how much I love cooking. And I would be apologetic, but I just want someone to like headlock me. Like, shut the fuck up. You said that one more fucking time. Like,
I feel like I could relate to you. You know what I mean? Because it's like you feel like, no, like I need to get home and I got to do it. You know, like it's just a thing that you feel responsibility, not necessarily even a gender role. I feel like it's just you feel like it's your responsibility.
Because your mom did it.
Yeah.
My mom did it. Your mom did it. Like since we were kids, like our moms.
But the thing is that most of our moms were stay-home moms or worked like a part-time.
Yep.
Yeah. So they had the time of the world to actually do those things. But when you're like working full-time, getting home late, it's like, it's a drag sometimes.
That's
you're
hard.
just like tired. You just want to rest.
It's very different when you work full-time, when you have a career, all of this shit, you know, like you work full-time, you get home and you have to cook and you have to clean and you have to take care of the kids and all of this stuff. These social pressures, and that's that you guys don't have kids yet, but like these social pressures, you know, for me, my sister, she has her 2 kids. It's a whole ass job. It's a whole ass. She doesn't work full time. It's a whole ass job. She really has a job. Like to take care of the kids, to cook, to clean, to make sure that everything's ready and set. Mm-hmm. And kids are a full-time job. I can guarantee you that. So I mean, I can't.
And it's a full-time job that you don't get paid for.
True. Like,
I mean, you get paid with like love and.
But not everybody.
I guess.
I say it like if it's a bad thing.
No, it's a good thing.
You know what I mean?
No, for our cousin Joel, he will pay Brenda in love. Period. Right. Like always. But not every man.
Guaranteed.
I know. Not every man will appreciate that, right? Men will think, I fucking work my ass off and I fucking do this and you don't even have the food ready. It's like, no, that's different. Like for you, you'll pay Brenda in love and like appreciation, all this stuff, but not every man will do that. And that sucks. It really.
Yeah. And it's because I feel like in the Latino community and the Hispanic community.
It's just an expectancy.
Yeah. Like the guys are the one, yo trabajo, yo traigo el dinero y tú me traes la comida a la mesa y calentita y las tortillas y no sé qué tanto.
Yeah, primo.
I've heard of people that hasta se sientan en el sillón y they have the wives or whatever, like even the kids take off their boots y no sé qué tanto, and it's like, really, people? Like,
yeah.
I mean that's maybe more like
too much.
No, it's not. It's something that we don't talk about.
I've been waiting.
He's been saving that. He's like, I'm waiting for the right moment to tell her.
¿Quién te invitó, culero?
Hey, I did warn you about that.
No tiene aseguranza.
And I did tell you, hey, cuidado con eso porque no tengo aseguranza.
Anyways, I wasn't going to say nothing, but I just wanted to do that. Go ahead.
Primo, I think you're right.
I think you're right.
I'm gonna shut the fuck up after this. I think you're right. Like, I think that we don't talk about it enough.
I think that was the olden days, though. Don't worry, I got you, honey.
Yeah. Michelle, we were born and raised here. You were born there, raised here. Yeah. I was born here, raised here. Those were... Ay, perdón. Se me aflojó. Es que a mí me gusta que las habichuelas me inflaman el colon.
God, no.
So I met this lady from Peru, and she said habichuelas are black beans. Obviamente
they are elsewhere. You know, but it's funny. I lost my train of thought. Sorry, for those of you listening into this podcast, we have these hooks that hook onto our desk, and hers unfortunately unhooked and is almost falling. So right now, as I am giving you this very brief description of what is going on, she is currently struggling into perhaps turning and twisting and perhaps just booking this.
Joe, what the fuck are you doing?
He's giving me background music
to cover up you struggling over here.
Perhaps fully adjusting her microphone and to be able to speak and resume her
ya regresamos aquí al podcast de No Pues Guau. Las habichuelas me inflaman el colon.
And as you guys can tell, she figured it out.
Las habichuelas son frijoles negros y los frijoles negros pues nos inflaman el colon.
Una vez me ofrecieron camarones Zacatecanos. And I'm like, what the camarones Zacatecanos?
¿Cómo son? ¿De Zacatecas?
Pues
son de Zacatecas,
son
primo, no mames.
Zacatecas is surrounded by land, so there's no like.
Zacatecas is a state.
That's what they. Yeah, so it was
Zacatecas.
Beans.
Speaking
Camarones
of
Zacatecanos were beans.
If any Zacatecano is watching and you know how to zapatear, please tag me at Tita.
Have you guys ever met?
Yo te enseño.
Wait, have you guys?
No ocupa de ser Zacatecas para zapatear.
Wait, I have a real question.
Defensive much?
Have you guys ever met anybody that lives in the States that is from Zacatecas?
Yes, yeah. I have. One guy.
You guys have?
Yes, one person.
I've never met anybody.
And he knows
Zacatecas.
how to zapatear.
Oh.
So does my cuñada.
Zacatecanos know how to zapatear.
Oh.
Does she?
I'm assuming.
I hope so.
I'm assuming, right?
Who's your cuñada?
Fatima.
Oh.
My brother Miles' wife.
Yeah. Oh,
Her family,
I fucking love
from
Fatima.
Zacatecas.
And your other cuñada,
Maria, she's from Aguascalientes.
She fucking promoted us with the Guayaki.
Yeah,
we love her.
Did.
And she's always supported my mom with the pies.
Oh,
we love you, Maria.
So much. We really appreciate
we love you.
Yeah. Shout out.
We love you guys.
But you know, do you guys have you know, we've been asking the question. Do you guys have any questions for us? Put us on the spot.
Bitch, I'm single. Don't fucking ask me any fucking questions.
Yeah. Questions about what? Just anything?
Anything. Free for all right now.
What would you consider the most challenging moving in with Christian?
Christian. Okay. So the most challenging, okay.
Yes.
There's been a lot of challenges. Okay. I feel like when you move in with a person, there's just so much to learn. And I feel
in a good way.
Hey, you know what? No. It happens. You know what?
It is honestly.
I'm sorry.
She's like,
whether it's good, whether it's bad. Because listen, the most challenging between me and Christian, and he can totally agree with me because we talk about this all the time. I have a very dominant and strong personality. You know, I'm used to being I'm a very driven person, and I feel like I'm always a go-getter, always on the spot, and I'm always very much like I'm going after it, right? And I feel like I am not necessarily very like I don't give in things, and I'm very
you're not submissive, bro.
Submissive.
You are dominant, and you need. I mean, yeah.
And Christian is the same way.
Yeah.
So
¿Y qué pasa cuando dos? You know,
so when you have
yeah,
when you have two dominant parties, you know, Christian was very used to being on his own for a very long time. You know, unfortunately, he lost his father at a very early age. He's been in the United States by himself since he was 17, just figuring it out, how to make ends meet and things like that. So he's very used to like, I've always just done this and this is what goes. And I'm very much, not necessarily different story, but still very much a fighter and a go-getter, and just like I'm going after, you know, I have my mentality set. So the greatest challenge has been adapting to having two very dominant people in this household, because for him and I, it's more about, you know, I told him, when you put a personality with an A personality and we're both going the way that I described it to him, think about a horse, and a horse can pull 500 pounds by itself, right? I don't know if this is accurate.
500. Fuck you if you don't think that's right. Fuck you.
It's
500. If she said 500, it's 500. So fuck you if you don't think that's right.
If because it's 200,
none of you motherfuckers know what a horse can pull. So fuck you guys. So if she thinks it's 500,
it's 500.
That's what it is.
It's
don't comment down below trying to argue it, okay?
Don't Google it, bitch. Trust her.
So let's just say it's 500, okay? So we're going with 500. And so you have another horse that can pull 500, right? So now you have two horses, theoretically speaking, and, you know, doing the math, you'd think that both of them can pull 1,000, but you're actually wrong. When you have two horses that can pull, I'm like, you're wrong.
You're fucking wrong. So
you're wrong.
If you think you're fucking right, fuck
I was
you.
Just looking at
you're not right. Okay?
You're wrong.
I'm supporting my fucking cousin. You're not right. You're wrong, bitch.
They can actually pull about quadruple the amount of the weight together. So if you think that one can pull the 1,000, actually you're wrong. Like I said, like we were talking about, they can actually pull more. And that's what I tell Christian often. Sometimes we may think that, you know what, we're going against each other. So we have to, you know, the greatest challenge for me was figuring out a way where I need to allow him to be like, okay, you're right, you know, and that's very challenging because in my mind, I'm right. But anyways, and oftentimes it's a struggle, right? And every now and then you have to step back and be like, okay, he is gonna take the lead in this one, and then maybe and there are often different times where I may just have to take the lead on different things. And I feel like identifying where has been the greatest challenge, because I tell him, you and I are gonna, once like we fully learn our ways and like fully figure things out, we're gonna kill it.
Michelle, but do you ever find yourself like, bro, fuck yeah, I'm not fucking doing this. Like for me, sometimes there's times where I'm like, I'm craving this food and I want to eat this food. And then other times it's like, what do you want to eat? And
I'm very easygoing when it comes down to food.
No, but not even food. I'm talking about life. Like in general, like shit. Bitch, I'm talking about life. Okay.
Not right now because
pues me dijiste de comida.
I'm giving you the example of food. But with you and Christian,
yeah, baby, you want pizza? Let's go.
With you and Christian, don't you ever feel relief when it's like, okay, Christian, you can take the lead this time?
Yeah, he's got it.
Bro, I'm hella tired. Like, you got it.
Because again, when you're a dominant person and when you're used to making these decisions and like being a fighter and, you know, going through different things in your life and trying to be like, okay, no, now I gotta fight for me. You're so used to doing that portion of things, and so it's very relieving when you finally have someone where you can be like, not only
tú encárgate de los 6 hijos de la chingada que parí, cabrón, tú encárgate. Yo ya los tuve, salieron de mi vientre.
Pero es que hay una diferencia porque hay veces en las que tú ves a la persona y analizas y tú piensas, okay, esta persona has a good head on their shoulders. So, en ese punto, yo pienso que tú puedes confiar en sus decisiones y tú vas a pensar que, okay, yo analicé su thought process, so I know what they're thinking and what their intention is, and so then therefore I can fully trust that this decision is going to be made rightfully so, and it's not just going to be like, well, I guess, we'll do this, because that's where you might feel uneasy, you know what I mean? And you might be like, no, es que eso no, and I feel like those are the times where you're just like, okay, it's very relieving when you got someone who has a good head on their shoulders and can lead in this particular aspect of things. Christian always just wants to order pizza, wings, and beer, perhaps. Sounds so oftentimes I just have to be like, I'm sorry, baby, but vamos a tener que asparagus, okay? Asparagus is for dinner tonight. Maybe some salmon.
Speaking of that, we actually have veggie nights.
Really? No fucking way.
We try to like not have meat every single day.
Oh, nice.
I was gonna say every single fucking day. But anyways.
Say fucking, primo.
You said it.
Say fucking.
I know, I still said it. Anyways. We try to not have meat every single fucking day.
Fucking.
So we'll try to have veggie night. We'll buy, like, we'll plan ahead. Like, we'll buy like veggie patties, or you love too, quinoa.
I love quinoa.
He loved quinoa. So chop up a bunch of vegetables and throw in quinoa.
We have to give you so many recipes with quinoa.
Quinoa and like.
¿Quién te preguntó por las recetas mexicanas?
¿Te podrás callar y me dejas hablar, por favor? Anyways.
Es que no aprende, güey. Dile.
Dale otro shot.
No se calla.
Es que no aprende.
No me hace caso.
Pues ponla a dormir.
Brenda. Brenda.
Sorry.
Tienes que hablar más, Brenda.
Estoy hablando.
No, ¿qué estás hablando, Brenda?
I do love quinoa, though.
Yeah.
No. I do love quinoa, though. So
yes,
quinoa nights, veggie nights.
Yes.
Yeah, I love quinoa.
Quinoa. ¿Qué es la quinoa, primo?
And that's what we're... No, I'm just kidding. Quinoa.
Thank you for
primo.
coming.
Oigan, para todos los españoles, o sea, no tipo de España, pero gente que no sabe hablar inglés.
Para todos los chopas.
Para todos los paisas. Chopa es actually técnicamente
diciendo a las personas que no saben hablar.
Chopa es un pescado.
Chopa es un pescado que cruzó el río, pero no todos cruzaron el río, primo.
Chopa es un pescado que es en Michoacán. Una chopa.
Es que sí es cierto.
Junto con la trucha.
Vos irés a la playa.
La trucha también es un pescado.
A mí me gusta la palabra paisa más que chopa.
Paisa.
Chopa, I get it from my dad.
Chopa.
Chopa sounds a little more offensive.
You guys,
am I right?
think about it. Chopa.
Yeah.
No, I know.
Chopa,
but that's just me.
Well, my dad knows a guy. Well, I know a guy who fucking crossed the border in a motor. And guess what? The funny story is, this motherfucker's a mechanic.
How ironic.
He's a mechanic and he crossed the border in a motor. They did. Fucking Migras did not open up the fucking motor. Oh, is there a Mexican in here?
Oh, se metió adentro.
Yo nomás dije que era de diferente nombre.
Oh, shit. I thought he was writing it.
No.
Yo nomás di diferente nombre ya.
No, but anyways, primo, you like... Okay, primo, actually, good question.
¿Qué pasó? Pregúntame.
Primo,
pregúntame, cara.
¿Qué te empezó? Tú dijiste at the beginning of the podcast, you said it, not me, that you lost weight. What motivated you to lose weight?
A wedding.
Honestly, her.
Woo! Okay, tell me more.
Because she was.
Tell me more.
A little backstory between us is, I've known her for a long time, since freshman year. Well, actually, technically kindergarten.
Oh my God,
we don't really remember it, but we say, kindergarten. But anyways, eighth grade freshman year is when we really developed a friendship. And I was always like the short, chubby kid, the funny kid, just make her laugh, this and that. And I didn't think much past that. And I've always had a crush on her, pero hasta ahí,
that was my best friend, Joel. That's when
so the short, chubby, funny kid, and yeah. So then when I actually officially asked her out, I actually hit you up for Union Hotel for advice for Union Hotel.
Oh my God, yes. What did I say? I said yes,
you
bro.
Said yes, bro.
That's where you should take her, bro.
Because I want to ask her to be my girlfriend, and you were like, yes, like 100%. She can't say no to you there, and I'm like, cool.
It's like
and
under the fucking. No. So if you guys don't know, Union Hotel is in Occidental, California. It's under the fucking candles.
Que lo dejes hablar, güey.
Va a hablar, pero el güey me pidió consejo, les voy a decir. 2 seconds. Occidental, California, Union Hotel.
Hey, güey, se está volviendo a calentar.
Oh my God, se va a calentar a la verga. Okay, so go.
Where was I?
Union Hotel, you asked her to be your girlfriend.
Anyways, fast forward, I asked her to be my girlfriend. I was actually...
What did you say? Did you go to Union Hotel? Did you go to Union Hotel?
Pues sí.
Ahí estábamos los dos.
No interrumpas, güey.
Perdón, güey.
Anyways, but at the time, I was about 260 pounds. So I was up there. And I was like, no, pues, if I'm gonna have this skinny, beautiful girl as my girlfriend, I don't want to, be like the big old dude like next to her, so I gotta kind of even it out. Si no, mi papá me dijo,
you don't want to be a 10.
¿Cómo dijo el suegro?
Mi papá, eso fue mi papá me dijo, no, mijo, les van a decir el 10. ¿Por qué, papá? Porque ella va a ser el 1 y tú el 0. No. Dije, no,
vamos a hacer un 11.
What did you get? Michelle, what did you fucking learn?
Because I used to make fun of people all the time.
Pues puras mañas. Si las memitas son puras mañas. Anyways,
I've always considered myself the fat bitch, so fuck you, I'm the 0.
Anyways.
Please continue. So le echaste ganas.
So yeah, de ahí en adelante le eché ganas. And I remember telling her, I'm down to 245. And she was like, that's awesome, babe. Like, keep going, this and that. And I was hella happy. And just recently, within not even less than a year ago, I finally got below 200 pounds.
That's awesome.
So that was nice. I haven't been at that weight since high school. So
yes, cousin.
But anyways, a little bit of how I did it.
I
kind of did the keto, but like I kind of half-assed the keto. Like I wasn't full on keto. Mm-hmm. I cut off tortilla, I cut off panes, I cut off soda, which was big for me. I didn't drink as much because that's what happened. Like, when I hit 21 and partying and going out and eating out and this and that. That's what. And then I worked at an office job, so not moving around and stop. Anyways, it was all.
You're a year older than me, right, Primo?
Correct.
So you were 22.
I'm older because I was born in February. He was born in September.
You're 22?
No, bitch, I'm 24.
I thought you said I'm 22. I'm like.
No. I said you were 20. You were 22. I was 21.
Correct.
So at the time that you were like when I turned 21, you weren't drinking that much.
¿Cómo explicarte?
At that point, no, I was still drinking.
Kind of.
At that point, I was still drinking. It wasn't until like
you were
22,
drinking
23.
buddy, bro.
Yeah, it wasn't until 22, 23 when I kind of cut back.
To me, it was so different because I used to like be the one that was like sneaking drinks into all the events. Remember when I would drink like vodka and you're like, what are you drinking? Well, you're not allowed to be drinking.
Michelle, this isn't a fucking competition,
I know, but hold on.
Fuck
and then when I found out, hold on,
let me in my wedding.
Déjame hablar, güey. Como dice, no me interrumpas. So I was the one that was bringing in drinks and shit like that. And then one time I was like, okay, so he's drinking. I'm like, okay, so and now I'm going to be like, okay, so who's drinking now, I'm like, Joel is drinking, mira, y tanto que me decía que no.
Well, I've been out with him drinking more than you, bitch. So we're not going to fucking compete about this, bitch.
Dale,
no
pues,
se
dale,
peleen.
pues.
No vamos a pelear.
No se peleen.
Joel is a sensitive topic for me and Michelle because Michelle was best friends with him in high school, and then it was me. So
dale pues. So then you were saying that you lost weight.
And then you lost weight. Primo, what were you?
I was his best friend first.
This is true.
This is actually true. Freshman year.
Yeah, and
quinceañera.
She even called me little bro. Little bro.
Brenda.
I brother zoned him.
She friend zoned me to the max.
Yeah, he had to ask me.
Okay, Brenda.
So a couple years after high school, when we kind of, because we went our separate ways and then we kind of reconnected a couple years after high school. And she, referred to me as little bro again.
Shut the fuck up.
And I respectfully, in a nice way, was like, can you not call me little bro anymore? Because I'm like, in my head, I'm like, it's either now or never kind of thing. So if she still thinks
I love you, bitch, don't call me bro.
So if she still thinks I'm his little bro, like there goes my chances out the window. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, can you not call me that anymore? And she's like, oh yeah, I'm sorry.
Brenda, when did you know? Brenda, when did you know? Because Union Hotel, he's fucking skipping like a million steps of asking you out.
So
there was a lot
when I gave him a chance, I was like, you know what? I was hesitant because of a past relationship that I had. That was all fucked up back in high school.
Yeah.
And I was like really scared to obviously give him a chance.
Yeah.
And then not have it work out and then us not be friends anymore. That was like my biggest fear. So he was your
friend and you loved him so much as a friend that you didn't want to lose him as a friend.
If we like break up, that's it. Like we're probably never going to speak again. So I didn't want to like, like, I don't know. So I guess like for me, it was like, you know what? He's a great guy. My mom loves him. All my cousins love him because they knew him since the beginning. I'm like, I'm going to give him a shot. You see, if it works out, great. If it doesn't, I just hope it doesn't go to shit. Like, that we don't lose our friendship, you know? And
so when was the first time you asked her out?
I would always tell her, like, I rather have it not work out than...
Not give it a try.
Than not give it a try. Then be like, what if? I'd rather be like, I'd rather be like, it didn't work out.
Started from the bottom, now you're married, bitch. Started from the bottom, now we're getting married in how
it's crazy because my mom and my cousin Edith, you guys know Edith, right?
Yeah. Yep.
They would always tell me, vas a terminar con él, te vas a casar con él. And I'm just like, es mi mejor amigo. That's not going to happen. My mom's like, vas a ver, te vas a enamorar de él, vas a ver. And my cousin's like, bitch, you're going to fall in love with him. Like, you watch, you're going to marry him. And I was like, no, I'm not, dude. We're best friends. That's not going to happen. She's like, watch, when it happens, I'm going to be telling you.
Wait, so
it's a great story, though, because you married your best friend.
Yeah.
You did. And when did he ask you out? Like, when was the first time that you remember, or when was the first time he asked you out? And then when was the first time that you were like, I'm in love with this motherfucker? Like,
so ask me out when we like reconnected, or like ask me out as
on a date, like on an official date.
I would say February 14th for that Valentine's Day, of 2018.
He was like, let me take you out on fucking Valentine's Day. Let me treat you to a fucking Union Hotel dinner. My prima Tita told me about this shit.
How many times did you guys go on dates or like reconnect?
Before he was like, let me be your boyfriend.
As friends, we went out a lot of times. Pero ya con otra intención.
No, but like,
I think
we don't consider it dates.
Yeah.
We just hung out.
We hung out with like other friends or by ourselves, just going out to grab a drink or eat somewhere. But like actual dates, I would say like 3 before that, like actual like talking before you actually asked me out. Like when I was more serious.
Well, it actually, when we started like officially like talking, quote unquote talking.
So his heart was hers.
It was December.
His heart was hers.
It was in December, and then that February I asked you out. So for like 3 months or so of talking.
But his heart was hers like probably like fucking 10 years before that. Like
honestly,
kindergarten.
Since like freshman year.
5 years.
I'm not even gonna lie.
Since like freshman year.
My heart was hers. Like I'm not gonna lie.
That's awesome.
Wait, so 3 dates, and then you were like, be my girlfriend?
No, it was. Well, the thing is that there was a lot that built up to it.
Yeah.
A lot of friendships, and then talking. Like we hung out a lot, like during the talking, and then we were texting every day and this and that.
Yeah.
So it got to the point where it was like we were pretty much dating, but it just wasn't official.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And so I wanted to make Valentine's Day like the official, like, will you be my girlfriend kind of day.
Oh my God.
And obviously she said yes. And
Obi.
And it's been ever since.
Been together ever since?
Yeah.
Oh my God, stop! Now they're married.
Now we're married.
Oh my God.
We're gonna have our church wedding this summer, and
muchos bebés.
Yay!
Someday.
How many?
How many?
We're thinking
3 at least.
I was gonna say
Shut
2
the
to 3.
fuck up. I'm thinking like 6. In my brain, I'm like 6.
Si tenemos la parejita, we might stop, but we probably might still go for the third. Pero
like,
at the end of
the
end of the day, que sea lo que Dios quiera, you know?
Yo decía 4
Let me
al
tell you guys
principio, pero
something.
cuando conocí a Cristian me decía él no 2, and I'm like, okay, how about we compromise and we say 3.
Yeah, meet in the middle.
That's so fucking
But if we had like
funny,
2
guys.
girls,
Oh my God.
then we would want to go for the boy. If we have 2 boys, then the girl, you know.
My God. I want like 6.
I still want 3 no matter what.
I want 6. Like, no cap. 6 to start.
Ambitious.
Like, I'll have like 12. Like, I don't fucking mind 12, but
Listen,
6
every
to
now and then
start.
I'm like, maybe I should just go for 2.
Un niño, una niña, right?
No, I want all boys. I don't want girls.
I would be happy with all boys.
I'm just kidding.
No, it's
I'm
just
kidding.
It's a lot of
It's a
work.
kid- it's a
not
joke.
not
It's a
trying to
joke.
be like sexist or anything, pero it's
Same.
a lot of work. Like
it is.
Yeah.
él, imagínate, con hijas.
Oh,
Sí, con las primas es bien celoso. Con las hijas,
No.
me las va a traer del cuello, del buche.
No, honestly, just
I'm kidding.
girls are just more high maintenance.
Yeah, they really
and I
are.
feel like every time I go shopping, I feel like, oh, like I always be like, if I had a boy, like I'd do this and this and this and this and this. You know what I mean? And
I'm so excited to have whatever
No me
God gives
interrumpas.
me. Perdón.
I'm glad I taught you something.
Ahora va a decirte eso.
Perdón, ya había terminado.
And
Era
even
broma.
if I have like a boy and my boy ends up being a girl, I'm okay with that. Like, I'm okay with that. Like, I'm genuinely,
You're okay
boy,
with
girl.
whatever.
what else is there? Fucking boy, girl. Like trans, like LGBTQ, trans, whatever. Like, I'm okay with that. Like, I'm genuinely okay with that. And I feel like I just want kids, bro. Period. Kids, like, period. Like, I see
feeling
myself
of being a mother, like that's
Yeah.
well,
would wanna
because
be
you guys
a mother.
know me. You guys know that naturally I'm like,
El coffee.
Pobre Coffee, ya lo traemos hasta la...
Ay,
So
eso bebé.
Coco is like my first child. Oh, dime
Por
cuando vas a
favor.
hacer.
No te quería interrumpir.
Salud pal-
See, I don't like interrupting people. Salud.
Salud, familia.
Salud para el coffee, familia.
Yo ya no tengo.
Sorry.
Oh, you
I
were
should-
so sad.
So you
should-
guys,
¿Ya no tienes?
I should have warned you guys. I talk a lot of smack, so I'm sorry. I give her a hard time. I love her to death, but I give her such a hard time all the time.
so you guys, probably when I get married, Michelle, don't hate me, but I'm not gonna have a fucking bridesmaid. I'm gonna have a best man. I'm that bitch. I'm that type of bitch, but.
No le puedes hacer eso a la prima. Ni a mí.
Look at her face. Look at her face. Okay,
You know
Rochambeau,
what?
bitch.
No. You know what? I'm
Rochambeau, bitch.
She's taking note, En la boda de ella, vas a ver.
Vas a ver.
Okay, Michelle, stop.
She's flipped the page. She flipped the page.
Hey, Michelle, you've been here forever, but he.
Por eso, güey.
O sea,
Okay, Joel, would you mind? Okay, honestly, low key.
What?
If I had
Would you
brides-
mind being
I'm
a
not wearing a dress.
bridesmaid?
No, you're not fucking wearing a
I'm
dress.
not. Okay, all right. I'm just saying.
But if you were on my team and wore a suit, like, would you be on my team? Like, if I had, for example,
What do you mean?
What does that mean?
Yes,
I'm
I
so
mean-
confused.
if I got married,
Otra vez.
otra vez, no.
Oh, we're
Oh,
40
oh,
minutes
oh.
I think if I got married, would you be down to be on my team? Like, I have Michelle as my bridesmaid, maid of honor, whatever the fuck, when you get married, I don't even know. What if I die, bro?
Voy a
Okay.
interrumpir.
Scratch that.
Scratch that.
Anyways, when you
No
get married,
mames, güey.
yes. We're not gonna get into that.
¿Y si me muero la verga?
No nos vamos a morir.
Dime acá el dinero. No, just kidding.
Pero ahorita
No, but
no.
Michelle, like, if you're my bridesmaid. Vales, verga. Okay.
I'm so confused. I don't know
Michelle,
what's going on.
okay, listen.
Listen, I will be your bridesmaid. Yes, bitch. If that's what you're asking me.
If you're my maid of honor, and I ask him to be on my bridesmaid team, would you be okay with that?
Yeah,
that means we would have to plan like everything.
But the thing is that your hubby is gonna have a best man.
Fuck my hubby. I don't give a fuck about my hubby.
Okay, that listen, honey, gonna marry relationships me. 101 is not all about you.
It's about me and my cheese.
No, mi amor. No, it's not.
No, it's not. I'm just kidding. Okay, me speaking as a single person. Me speaking as a single person. Hey,
you know what? You guys have been taking shots over there. Yo ya me lo acabé.
Okay, Michelle, por favor. Okay, me being on the single team, to any of our viewers that are single, I speak for all of you, okay? You know what? Let me tell you something. It's okay to be single, okay? I've been single for 24 years, okay? It's not a big deal. I think that for a person like me, and you guys know, talking about relationships, I genuinely believe, I'm going to be honest with you. For a person like me, I need someone who has
Go ahead.
a dominant personality. Like
no, you
genuinely,
don't.
Michelle, I think
you need a submissive.
No,
you need
I don't.
Tita, I'm gonna tell you this right now. You're very dominant.
I'm not sexually attracted to a submissive man. Period.
Tita,
the people that I've been sexually attracted to are dominant.
Tita.
Michelle,
te voy a interrumpir. Tú eres bien dominante. Así es que no me digas eso.
Christian's dominant.
Sí.
Christian is dominant.
No, mi amor.
But hold on.
No, mi amor.
Pégame, perro.
Es diferente en la cama, güey. Es diferente. Es diferente en la cama, güey. Porque tú eres una persona que te voy a decir ahorita desde el principio. Tú eres una persona que eres ambiciosa, tú eres una persona que tienes tus visiones and you're very adamant about your beliefs.
Yeah.
And when you are talking about meeting someone, it's not necessarily about someone who's going to be a little like bitch, if that's what you're thinking. It's not about being a little bitch. It's about someone who's going to be on your side on every belief because you won't bend.
A team player, bro.
Sí, por eso te digo.
A team player,
pero te
bro.
estoy diciendo, güey. Cuando tú tienes, tú eres una persona que eres bien strong in your beliefs, and I respect that. Nothing wrong with that.
Me and Katy, like me and my sister, we are so.
So you need someone submissive in that end.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
I agree with you.
Trust
Michelle,
me.
I've met.
Listen to her. She agrees.
What do you think?
He's not submissive, is he?
No, he's not. But he's also not dominant. I wouldn't say. He's like an in-between.
He's your fucking soulmate. I need a soulmate.
Like
that's what I need.
Like,
but you wouldn't call someone that is perhaps your soulmate someone who is not submissive because they have to.
To an extent,
you won't
I agree.
Bend.
I agree with you.
Bend. And
Michelle.
So Tita,
Michelle, I agree with you. No, listen to me. I agree with you.
You just have to be in a relationship.
Michelle.
You just have to understand.
When they talk about making that kitty purr, it's for a fucking reason. Sorry. Cover your ears. It's for a fucking reason. And it's because... I genuinely believe dominant personalities attract me. I genuinely believe that I, as an individual, am an attracting person because of my personality.
You know what's going to happen is that you got to be the other compromising half on some of those things.
What do you think?
You have to find a person that is more dominant than you are. Like more...
Yes! Yes!
Because you're very... You need somebody that's...
Yes!
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Because so that way.
Because if for me to be attracted initially.
Espérate. where you need to. So that way.
Hablar, güey.
Primo, you told me.
That way, the other person, he can be very like. He can put you in check where you need to be put in check.
Exactly.
Period.
Kind of thing. He's not gonna put you in check where because you're you. You know what I mean? And that's great.
Yeah.
So he needs to accept you. Si no, se las va a ver conmigo, el hijo de la chingada.
No, honestly,
but you need to be.
Prima,
I mean,
what do you think?
There's going to be a time where you need to be put in check in certain areas, and he has to be able to do that. But he has to also be up there with you. He can't. I don't think. Yeah.
If you find someone that's just like you in every way, it usually does not work out. You have to find someone that complements you, like a balance.
I have to say though, like when I met Christian though, it's weird because now we're giving all perspectives.
Yes.
When I met Christian, it almost felt like I met a mirror of myself. It was crazy
in every way,
and not in every way.
You guys. So when I have a boyfriend or a fucking man or whatever the fuck, I feel like we should bring him on to fucking really divest, but it's until I have that fucking person, because I'm kind of crazy and I'm kind of wild, and for me, Michelle and you guys, I am attracted physically, emotionally, and to a more dominant person, and I've had that person.
So te gusta que te peguen.
Que te
o sea, so like un putazo, so maybe when I can go back was like when I met Christian. So right, he was like a mirror image of me in the sense that like my core values met. I was ambitious, he was ambitious. We were both go-getters. He's a go-getter, and he's hilarious. I fucking love that. He has an amazing personality. And I feel like I could be very quiet, but at the same time, it's like, again, once you get to know me, I'm such a goofball. Like, 100%.
You really are, bitch. You really are. Let me just say.
I'm very dorky. Like, it may not seem like in any, like, I may put up the biggest front, but I'm the biggest dork.
This bitch is.
Like I am.
She really is.
And when I found myself that when I was a little like unleashing a little bit of my dorkiness, Christian would find it the most amazing, hilarious thing. And so I'd be like, oh, so I can be myself. Okay, let me unleash. And then I'd be like, fucking unleash at 110%.
Pobre Christian.
Sí, la neta. But you know what? He found it funny. So pa que se la. And so he found it hilarious, but there were things where I was challenged because I'm very dominant and he was very dominant, and there were things that I was very adamant about, and there were things that he was very adamant about. So here you have like two adamant beliefs. So how do you do that? Somebody's got to give. And so it's all been a process of just like learning how to
adapt. Michelle.
But the
humans
thing
know
is,
how to adapt.
Correct. Pero cuando tú dices que buscas a una persona dominante,
yo no busco a nadie. Para que sepan, yo estoy persiguiendo un master's, un JD. I want to have kids. How is that going to happen? Por la bendición de Dios. But I'm not looking for anything. What I found in my life is that I'm not... Michelle, please. And fucking attack me. Please. Fucking tell me. Listen. I'm not looking for anything. I believe in a higher power. I believe in God.
Correct.
And I believe that God genuinely already found a MF, motherfucker, that's going to... love me.
Absolutely.
For me.
Yeah. Absolutely. 100%.
And I feel like one of the biggest insecurities that I have is settling for someone who is not going to love me for me. And you know me to an extent. You know me to an extent. And bitch, you know me.
All extents.
So... yo soy cabrona, right? So yo soy cabrona, and I feel like if I have to, no, first of all, it's not even going to be like if I have to act a certain way. No, I'm going to be who I'm going to be. Period. I don't give a fuck. I'm pursuing a higher education. I'm pursuing success. And someone who's going to love me and meet me is going to be someone who's going to compliment me.
The purity of like what you think.
And I genuinely don't believe that I'm above anybody else at all.
Correct.
At all.
Pero te voy a decir algo. Algún día va a haber alguien en tu vida que te va a hacer cambiar completamente
Me vas a
tu forma de pensar, tu forma de ver, tu forma de ser. Y va a haber alguien en tu vida que tú vas a decir, wow, nunca... Like, I never would have thought.
No, pues guau.
No.
te va a hacer decir, no, pues wow. Literally.
I feel like this thing that one girl told me a long time ago.
Was it me?
No. It wasn't. It was this lady. She was like, mija, cuando conozcas a la persona que te mueva de una manera que nunca nadie te va a poder mover, tú solita te vas a doblegar. Tú solita te vas a doblegar. You're not going to... Your walls that you've worked on... Be careful who
you're listening to, though.
No, but no, seriously, no. Genuinely, like, that's true. But she's like, in essence, when it's a special person, the walls that you worked on... You will know.
And
I will agree. Know. And
I agree powerful. To an extent, though. Because, again... Think about it how, I mean, I don't know who this person was, but like, think about it like how it was.
She was a housekeeper at Creekside Inn and Resort in fucking 2000 and like 14,
but okay,
15.
So listen, honey.
She was a really nice lady.
Things are different. And you will. Yeah. So now think about it like how we are, everybody nowadays, you know, right? Men are after what they want. Women are after what they want.
Yeah.
We live in a completely, entirely different
society,
dynamics, different society, but you will know. I do agree with her in that aspect because you will know and you will find out, but it hasn't happened just yet.
For me, no.
And so
que
I used to
papeles
be
verdes, yo tengo papeles blancos. I really hope it's someone who's undocumented. I really want to get someone. Okay, you guys, I swear, please don't judge me, but I want to arreglarle papeles a un cabrón. So if you don't fucking have papeles, please fucking hit me up because I may be the person for you, bitch.
Pero, Tita,
hit
what if,
me up,
bitch.
And then I'll see.
But what if they only want you for that?
For the papeles?
Yeah. Would you want that?
Tita, I've met many people.
Brenda, I've talked about this. Un intercambio de papeles. Yo doy papeles blancos.
Tita, siempre cuando tú creas que eso es el arreglo.
I'm kidding. It's not.
I know you're
She's
kidding.
just joking.
I'm fucking with you guys.
Yeah. I hope
you guys,
you're kidding.
They fucking know me to another level. I know.
I'm just kidding. No,
if
I do.
If it's enough money,
then
maybe shit.
No, but no, for real. In all seriousness, you know, again, when the time comes, you will know, and it's something that you cannot describe. And I'm sure we can all share that experience.
You can't describe it.
You will know once you know, and once you know you have something there.
Yep.
I really hope that you recognize
they know.
it.
They're looking at themselves like they fucking know.
I hope that you do recognize it and you know how much that person is worth in your life.
Yep.
And you do realize that without that person in your life, you're like, it truly makes you value them. And you realize that, you know what, you're it. You know what I mean? And I'm sure, again, you guys, you can relate, but you're it. And you value that person and you take care of it. And always remember that the person that you have at home is a plant. And that person that you have at home is that plant that needs watering, nurturing. And that you always remember that nobody is guaranteed a tomorrow. And so while you have that plant, you have to water it and you have to nourish it and you have to enjoy every single second like there is no tomorrow. And you will know when that comes knocking through your door.
And when I was in San Diego looking at schools, I didn't feel good. And I texted you and I did not feel good. And I said, you know what? I have fantasized going to law school and like being something bigger of myself, but I'm not doing it. I'm not going to settle. And I didn't settle, and I got into USF, and I'm gonna fucking go to school
because things happen for a reason.
And God has a bigger plan for me. And it's the same thing with a fucking person in my life. Yeah. Like, I'm fine. I'm chilling right now. Que tengan papeles verdes, por favor, Dios. No.
But to kind of wrap things up, just to kind of bring everything into a conclusion, what are some of your guys' last minute thoughts?
I think his last minute thoughts is that he wants to sing a song with me. Start singing any song with me. Oh.
Wait, before you guys start singing, Brenda, what are some of your last
Brenda.
thoughts? What is something that you wanted to say?
First, I just want to say thank you for having us.
Oh,
this was so fun.
Thank you
I
for being here.
actually enjoyed it a lot. Like, I thought I was going to be nervous. Maybe the drink helped a little bit, but
it does.
I thought I was going to be nervous, but no, it was really nice. I liked it. And the conversations we had, it was all pretty useful and interesting for each other's lives, I think.
Yeah.
Getting each other's perspectives in life and all the different situations.
Yeah, absolutely. 100%.
I really enjoyed it.
Exactly. Yeah.
¿Tú, babe?
¿Cómo te pago?
Oh, yes. Esta quiere cantar. Canten, pues.
Todavía no nos pagan por tener este podcast. Así pues no te puedo garantizar un cheque, mi amor. En un futuro, cuando nos paguen los fans, pues a lo mejor igual y sí te doy un cheque.
Por gracias por tenernos aquí. I mean, it was. I know I texted you as soon as I saw you guys were going to make a podcast. And I'm like, you better have me on, because recently it wasn't until like recently like I love podcasts. I love listening to podcasts and the podcast that I listen to besides this one. I'm over here like yelling at the podcast, like my opinions and this and that. So I'm like, I would love to be on a podcast. So the fact that you guys, invited us on and this and that.
Absolutely. And I feel like whenever we have topics, it's not in like, oh, it's just a me and her podcast, No. We always would feel like, hey, we're talking about this, or if you have an opinion.
We're talking about como las habichuelas nos inflaman el colon. Dame dos, por favor.
Besides the habichuelas, I feel like if you guys ever have like any topics that you guys feel like, hey, you know what, I would love to come on and talk about this because I feel anything that's just tugging at your heart. We always love to share it,
For sure.
Out there, throw it out there.
Hell yeah.
Thank you guys.
No, thank you.
Thank you.
¿Cómo te pago?
Era. Ya échense una canción, pues.
If you guys don't know, Joel and I, we love to sing. Joel, I'll take your lead.
Individually.
You go, bro. I'll follow you, bro.
¿Cuál?
La que te quieras echar, primo. La más chingona, primo.
¿Quieren que ponga una cancioncita?
Te metiste completamente en mi vida. No hay un momento que no esté pensando en ti.
Y te
metiste completamente en mi vida.
Te metiste completamente en mi vida.
I actually dedicated that song to Christian.
Un momento que no esté pensando en ti.
Y te metiste completamente en mis manos. Primo.
No. Te metiste completamente en mi vida.
No hay un momento que no esté pensando en ti.
Y te metiste como el agua entre mis manos. Para quedarte siempre, siempre junto a mí.
Primo, I know what song you like.
¿Cuál? A ver, échale.
La de Chalino Sánchez, la de Nieves de Enero.
That's the song. I was like, oh my God, you guys don't know the fucking song.
Fucking go, primo, go.
Hey, yo vi
primo.
Yo vi la
you
de
go,
Jenny
primo.
Rivera, yo vi Mariposa de Barrio. Y
primo,
cuando Chalino Sánchez competió esa canción.
You start, primo. I'll follow you.
¿Cómo empieza?
Motherfucker, you're the fucking pro at this.
¿Cómo empieza? A ver, Nieves de Enero, por favor. Acá,
Okay, Nieves de Enero. Ya llegaron las flores de mayo.
Ay, las nieves de enero.
Las nieves de enero.
Y llegaron las flores de mayo.
Se ha llegado el momento.
Se ha llegado el momento, chatita del alma, de hablar sin mentiras. Esperé mucho tiempo a ver si cambiabas y tú
ni me miras. Ya llegaron las nieves de enero
y llegaron las flores de mayo.
Como dice la pinche canción.
Yo no sé, pero estamos cantando.
Y saben que nos vale pa' pura madre.
Aquí estamos en Pues Guau.
Miren que nos apoyen la gente.
Gracias por vernos y escucharnos.
Wow, that was awesome.
Se ha llegado el momento, Clarita del alma, de hablar sin mentiras. Esperé mucho tiempo para ver
Si cambiaba.
si cambiabas y tú
Ni me miras.
al principio dijiste que ya vinieron las nieves de enero.
Ir a ver a la Virgen y luego cantarnos
Sería lo primero. Ya se fueron las flores de mayo.
y de enero. Y llegaron las flores de mayo. De mayo. Ay, Dios mío.
Ya lo ves,
Me ha aguantado lo macho.
y mi amigo Dolor me la cayó. Ya se fueron las flores y
Ya se fueron las nieves de enero y llegaron las flores de mayo. Ya lo ves, me ha aguantado a lo macho y mi amargo dolor me lo callo. Ya.
Okay, mi raza. That was our attempt to fucking do Nieves en enero. But we love you guys so much. Thank you for being here, Michelle.
I love you guys.
Un episodio más. Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you.
I mean, for having us.
Sorry, guys.
Thank you so much for
Thank
being
you guys.
here.
Thank you guys.
And thank you guys
Sure.
for having us. We greatly appreciate it.
Our attempt, please don't judge us, because fuck you guys. We're gonna be doing this every week.
We're gonna be famous someday.
One day we'll be famous.
Famous someday.
We love you guys. Just kidding. We love you guys.
Thank you guys for being here. We
Seriously?
really appreciate
And we
it.
love you guys.
No, yeah, for sure. Thank you for having us.
He's gonna be my
Definitely.
best man one day. Don't tell Michelle. Don't tell Michelle.
Y arriba las pinches chivas.
No, fuck you. Arriba el Cruz Azul.
El Cruz Azul,
El Cruz
100%.
Azul. El Cruz Azul. Cheers.